Hello and welcome friends, we've now reached the heart of personal transformation. You've learned about purpose, progress, patience, support, and emotional responsibility. But the final 5 affirmations go even deeper. They explore faith, healing, self-worth, hope, and the incredible truth that no matter what you've been through, your past does not have the final say over your future. Because sometimes, the greatest transformation begins the moment you decide to believe that a new chapter is still possible. Part 4. A new mind, a new life. If you've stayed with me until this moment, you've probably noticed something important. These affirmations aren't really about changing your life overnight. They're about changing the person who experiences life. Because when your thinking changes, your decisions change. When your decisions change, your habits change. And when your habits change, your entire future begins to change. The final 5 affirmations are perhaps the most powerful of all, because they remind us that no matter where we've been, we always have the ability to choose who we become next. Let's begin. 16. I am listening and open to the messages life has to offer today. Have you ever been so busy chasing the next goal that you completely missed the beauty of the present moment? Most of us live on autopilot. We wake up, check our phones, rush through breakfast, go to work, come home exhausted, scroll through social media, sleep, then repeat the same cycle again. Days become weeks, weeks become years, and one day we wonder, where did all the time go? The truth is, life is constantly trying to teach us something. Sometimes through success, sometimes through failure, sometimes through unexpected opportunities, and sometimes through painful experiences. But if your mind is always distracted, you'll miss the lesson. Think about driving through a beautiful mountain road while staring only at your GPS. You'll reach the destination, but you'll completely miss the journey. Your life deserves more than that. Being open doesn't necessarily mean believing in destiny or signs from the universe. It simply means paying attention. Pay attention to the conversations that inspire you, the books that challenge your thinking, the mistakes that reveal your weaknesses, the people who bring out the best version of you. Every single day has something to teach you, if you're willing to listen. That's why today's affirmation is so powerful. I am listening and open to the messages life has to offer today. Because wisdom doesn't only come from extraordinary moments. It often hides inside ordinary days. 17. I am loved and worthy. Let me ask you one important question. If every achievement disappeared tomorrow, if your job disappeared, if your bank account became empty, if social media vanished, would you still believe you were worthy of love? For many people, the honest answer is no. Because they've unknowingly connected their self-worth to their achievements. They believe, I'll deserve love when I'm successful. I'll deserve respect when I'm richer. I'll deserve happiness when I'm perfect. But here's the problem. If your worth depends on achievement, you'll spend your entire life chasing a finish line that keeps moving. Real worth isn't earned. It's recognized. Think about a newborn baby. That child hasn't achieved anything. No degree, no money, no career. Yet everyone agrees that baby's life has value. Why? Because worth has never depended on performance. And neither does yours. Yes, work hard, chase your dreams, become successful, but never confuse your accomplishments with your identity. You are valuable because you exist, not because you've impressed someone. And remember, the relationship you have with yourself becomes the blueprint for every other relationship in your life. If you constantly reject yourself, you'll struggle to believe anyone else's love is genuine. Today's affirmation is a reminder many people need to hear. I am loved and worthy. Not someday. Not after becoming perfect. Right now. 18. I am more than my circumstances. History has shown us something incredible. Some of the world's most inspiring people began with almost nothing. Some grew up in poverty. Some experienced rejection. Some failed repeatedly. Some were told they'd never succeed. Yet they refused to let their circumstances define their future. Why? Because circumstances influence your story, but they don't have to write the ending. Imagine a seed trapped beneath heavy soil. If the seed could think, it might believe, "I'll never see the sunlight." But the pressure above it doesn't stop its growth. It gives it a reason to push upward. Your struggles can become exactly the same. The difficult childhood, the failed business, the broken relationship, the disappointment, the rejection. These experiences can either become excuses, or they can become fuel. You may not control where your journey began, but you absolutely influence where it goes next. Never allow a temporary chapter to become your permanent identity. Today's affirmation reminds us of that truth. I am more than my circumstances dictate. Because your potential is always greater than your current situation. 19. I am open to healing. Healing is one of the most misunderstood ideas in life. Many people think healing means forgetting, pretending nothing happened, moving on as quickly as possible. But that's not healing. That's avoidance. Real healing is having the courage to face your pain without allowing it to control your future. Imagine breaking a bone. Ignoring it doesn't make it heal faster. It usually makes the injury worse. Emotional wounds work exactly the same way. Some people carry pain for decades because they're afraid to look at it. They stay busy. They distract themselves. They bury their emotions beneath work, entertainment, or endless scrolling. But buried emotions don't disappear. They simply wait. Until one day, they appear as anxiety, anger, fear, or emotional exhaustion. Healing begins the moment you stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and start asking, "What can this experience teach me?" That single question changes everything. Because now, you're no longer trapped in the past. You're growing through it. Healing doesn't mean you'll never cry again. It means your pain no longer controls your decisions. Some scars remain, but they stop hurting every time you touch them. Today's affirmation is a promise to yourself. I'm open to healing. Because every human heart deserves another chance to find peace. 20. I am optimistic because today is a new day. Finally, we arrive at the last affirmation, and perhaps the simplest. Every morning, life quietly offers you something priceless. A fresh beginning. Yesterday's mistakes don't disappear. But they don't have to decide today's choices either. Think about sunrise. The sun rises every single morning. It doesn't ask whether yesterday was successful. It doesn't care how many storms happened overnight. It simply rises again. Nature never gets tired of beginning again. Maybe that's a lesson for us too. How many dreams have people abandoned because they believed it was too late? Too old? Too broken? Too unsuccessful? Too inexperienced? But history repeatedly proves something remarkable. Some people found success at 60. Some discovered love after years of loneliness. Some rebuilt their lives after losing everything. As long as you're alive, the next chapter hasn't been written. Hope isn't pretending life is easy. Hope is believing that today still holds possibilities you cannot yet see. Every sunrise whispers the same message. Start again. Today's affirmation reminds us of that beautiful truth. I am optimistic because today is a new day. Because every new day is another opportunity to become the person you were always capable of becoming. Final thoughts: the conversation that shapes your life. Let's return to where we began. At the beginning of this video, I asked you a simple question. Who speaks to you more than anyone else in this world? The answer is, you do. Every single day. From the moment you wake up until the moment you fall asleep, your mind is having a conversation with itself. The question is that conversation building you or breaking you? Think about it. If someone followed you around every day saying, "You're not enough," You'll never succeed. What's the point of trying? Eventually, you'd stop listening to them. So why continue believing those same words when they come from your own mind? Your thoughts are powerful, but they are not always true. Your emotions are real, but they are not always reliable. Your past is important, but it is not your identity. You are not your failures. You are not your fears. You are not your worst day. You are not the opinion someone else had of you. You are a human being who is constantly growing, learning, healing, and becoming. That's the beauty of the human mind. It is never finished. Every positive thought you practice, every healthy habit you build, every act of kindness you show yourself, every difficult moment you survive, is quietly shaping a stronger version of you. Transformation rarely happens in one dramatic moment. It happens in small, invisible choices repeated every single day. One better thought, one better decision, one better habit, again, and again, and again, until one day, you wake up and realize you're no longer the person who started this journey. And that is the real power of affirmations. Not because they magically change reality, but because they slowly change you. And when you change, your world begins to change with you. Before you leave, I want you to do something. Don't try to remember all 20 affirmations. Choose just one. The one that spoke directly to your heart. Write it down. Save it as your phone wallpaper. Repeat it every morning for the next 30 days. Because one belief, repeated consistently, can become the foundation of an entirely new life. Now tell me in the comments, which affirmation felt like it was written specifically for you, and why? I genuinely love to read your answers. And if you're someone who's fascinated by psychology, human behavior, emotional intelligence, and the hidden patterns that shape our lives, make sure you subscribe to Mind Decoded. Because this isn't just a channel about motivation. It's a place where we decode the science, psychology, and philosophy behind becoming the best version of yourself. Until next time, take care of your mind. Keep watching and like, comment, and subscribe us guys, because we also need some motivation through your response. Don't matter it's negative or positive, but response is mandatory like food and drink water every day. Because the life you create tomorrow begins with the thoughts you choose today.